Marty, the musical milkman. Marty was a milkman. He loved to whistle little tunes as he went on his rounds. Here comes the milkman, smiled the housewives, listen to his merry tunes. Rattle, rattle, sang the empty bottles as Marty drove along the road. Even my milk bottles are musical, he thought with a smile. He didn't guess just how musical they were going to be. Hello, Marty, called Mrs. Baker one morning. Are you entering the mayor's musical competition on Saturday? No, he answered. I can't play a musical instrument. Mrs. Baker smiled. You could always whistle one of your own tunes, she suggested. Eating his tea that evening, Marty thought it would be fun to enter the competition. He was sure he could think up a winning tune. Suddenly he had an idea. I know, I'll join the town's orchestra. Then I could enter the competition. I'll go and see the conductor tonight. The orchestra was tuning up when Marty arrived. He walked up to the conductor. Please, sir, he stammered, can I join your orchestra? The conductor tapped his baton rather impatiently. What instrument do you play? He asked. I'm afraid I don't play an instrument, admitted Marty. But I can whistle my own tunes. The conductor snapped crossly. Go away and stop wasting my time. Sadly, Marty wandered home. Outside his house, two naughty boys were throwing stones at his milk truck. Blink, blonk, bonk went the stones on the empty bottles. Clear off, shouted Marty, and the boys raced away. Marty looked at the bottles. Suddenly he realised he could enter the competition after all. Running indoors, he began to fill some empty bottles with water. Every evening for the rest of the week, the milkman was very busy. Soon it was Saturday. The day of the music competition had arrived. The excited crowd was eagerly waiting, when suddenly someone shouted, Look, here comes Marty. Everyone stared as the milkman drove straight into the field. You can't park there, shouted an angry steward. Oh, yes, I can, replied Marty politely. I'm entering the competition. The steward looked very cross, but just then the mayor arrived and the competition began. The orchestra played perfectly, the band played splendidly, and the choir sang beautifully. Come on, milkman, shouted someone. It's your turn now. Proudly Marty drove the milk truck forward. A row of milk bottles stood on the truck. Each one had a different amount of water in it. The crowd watched in amazement as Marty began to perform. Whistling beautifully, he tapped out his merry tune on the bottles. It was the merriest little tune that the crowd had ever heard. Hurrah, they shouted. Marty glowed with pride. Soon it was time for the results. The mayor importantly put on his glasses. The first prize has been awarded to the band for playing so splendidly, he announced. The band beamed as the crowd clapped their approval. However, the mayor had another announcement to make. There is to be an extra prize this year for the merriest tune in the competition. Everyone waited. It has been won by Marty and his musical bottle. How loudly the crowd cheered when Marty collected his prize. Later the band leader came over to congratulate Marty. How would you like to join our band, he asked. We need someone who can write such merry tunes. Marty was thrilled. Now he had really earned his title of Marty the Musical Milkman.